you like that.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Olivier Vernon.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now Rosen on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin. Dunbar with a pick.
Rosen's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Working from the gun, Rodgers lines up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Samuel. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Brady's throw there complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
To number 5.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Cincinnati.
Here for 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To Sony Michel.
Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
56. Watch the run. They're running it. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on. We better bring.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Good.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 14, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Rodgers, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Is good.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers now on first down. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Robbie Gould lining up.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Barkley, the ball carrier.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 27, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Bengals.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
At the 40.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
He's tackled.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Brady going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A beautiful fake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll come out in the pistol. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Short of the goal line. No gain.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 14. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
21.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 68 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Ravens 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Bradley McDougal.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Bengals.
On first down, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
At the 5-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch twins. Inside.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
23-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Cincinnati.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That throw by Brady incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Brady's pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
55 mark, guys, 55. Oh, yeah,
Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the score, the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Coleman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And some space here. And now look at him go. The 30, the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin with a run by Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Today's final score, Bengals 49, Ravens